Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to what I hope will be lots of wonderful information from the beloved Ascended Masters. And now we get straight into the time where we can just truly open our heart and just be so grateful for all our many blessings. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us, saturating every cell of our 4 lower bodies. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our 3 finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization. We see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am. Sergio, are you able to read the opening invocation for us?
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity and the honor. Thank you, Anthea.
Thank you.
Before reading the words of a master, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Kutumi. Beloved presence of God I am, it is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kutumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Sergio. And so the topics for this week, we've got Gary read. Thank you so much, Gary. And as always, just pearls of wisdom from beloved Saint Germain from the Ascended Master Instruction Book. And then we've got a video, which is Golden Keys to Peace, Happiness and Freedom, also from beloved Saint Germain. And that's read by Jill Craig from the Saint Germain Foundation. It's actually an excerpt from The Magic Presence, but just lovely words. And then beloved Terry as we know, read that marvelous book for us, and it's the last of the one from beloved Orion, and it's avoiding future distressing obligations, just full of wisdom and just blessings and thanks to Orion and Terry. And the gem, so we've got protection from the seventh root race by Lady Mercedes. That's the last of her ones from friendship with I think it is from friendship with the gods. But anyway, and then we've got Jesus. Actually, it was I made a mistake. It's actually Archangel Uriel speaking about Jesus holding the peace within. So it's not Jesus's words, but it's just wonderful, priceless information. And we've got the wonderful song is from that wonderful monk and Aloka and all those monks. Is just heart-opening and lovely. So we're going to listen to that. And then we've got John taking us through the really important part at the end, calling for the light through the decrees.
Week 294, Ascended Master Instructions, I Am Discourses, Volume 4, Discourse 21. With the entrance of each great cycle, there come certain presiding beings of great import. You will know this presence as a being of great majesty, power, and light, through whom, at the height of all civilizations, has come the power of precipitation of jewels of all kinds and of liquid gold. This presence represents the all-seeing eye to the earth. Your request to know more of the great being has been granted. It was through the action of this great being and one from the jade temple, whom you shall later know, that there was caused to come into form the jade of armor. Another such twin of the great jade will appear in America. It will be publicly known of at a later period. This entirely depends upon humanity, how soon they will turn, and where, to the great light. Beloved children of the light, fix firmly in your minds, all of you, fix within your consciousness, that the mighty presence of God in and about you is the only intelligence, presence, and power governing the universe. With this staunch, firm recognition and adherence to the great light, there is no height you may not reach, no great service you may not render through this great acknowledgement. It is your right to command and compel the outer to accept the full significance and magnificence of this great opportunity. You have reached a point where you can compel the outer obedience to the great light. And at this time I say, for the benefit of all students who will take their stand and determine to serve the great light to the fullest of their ability, that they will receive a mighty sustaining power, aside from their own effort, to hold themselves steady in the great light. It is so foolish and childish for anyone who is sincerely interested in serving the light to say that he cannot control his thought, feeling, or spoken word. For where the sincere effort is maintained, the greatest assistance is sure to be given. I congratulate you most sincerely in having drawn the radiance and attention that is now and will henceforth be continuously manifest to you. It is important to compel the feeling to accept the great truth of this, that it may not at any time waver or wonder how this majestic truth can be true. The accumulated good of the centuries of effort is being stirred into activity in many sincere individuals who are determined to serve the light. The words I can't or have not are to be forever wiped out of the vocabulary of the earnest students of the light. When they once know the mighty living presence of God is the life energy flowing through their minds and bodies, they must know that there is no longer any excuse for the use of such words. These words are simply concoctions of the outer human self to try to justify itself when by its own acts it has shut the door of light to itself and its world. Having arrived at the full stature of manhood in Christ consciousness, we should be able to put away all childishness of doubts and fears, and leap into the arms of the majestic conquering presence in the life of every individual, and accept its full manifesting presence. The unwavering acceptance of the limitless I Am presence and activity of God manifest in your own outer experience is the miracle-working power and has been waiting to pour forth its great abundance into your use. All human doubts and fears are fast becoming consumed and eliminated, and that makes it possible for the great inner abundance to rush forth like a mighty stream, bearing in its embrace the fullness of the God presence into your use and experience. Consciously give full power to this feeling with all the joy at your command. How true and wonderful it is now in my life and world. This is an illustration of what tremendous things can be done and what it means where one will make the sincere effort to maintain peace and harmony in consciousness. If each of these individuals can and will feel the full import of that great truth, marvels can take place in their experience and will take place with this full acceptance. This is not a wish to intrude anything upon the free will of an individual, but it is a statement of facts and the eternal truth concerning these higher manifestations. When we will find that there are those children of God who will accept in confidence small trust, then in time they will find themselves recipients of great and mighty trust. No one knows his or her strength until sacred trusts are given into his or her keeping.
There we have it. Such important things to think about and really put into our lives and action in our worlds. And now we're going to listen to this.
Curiosity on the part of a student is inexcusable in spiritual training and must be completely eliminated from the consciousness before certain understanding, power, and experiences are permitted to be given him along the path to mastery. Unless it is completely consumed within the personality, it is a wide open door through which the sinister force can act at any moment and cut off the further progress of the advancing student. Whenever it was necessary, all that we needed to know was explained, without our asking. There is here much of vital importance ready to be brought forth for the use of humanity when it is the part of wisdom in the judgment of the ascended masters to give it out. Again, there will be another great cataclysm that will rend the surface of the earth, removing from further self-created destruction those human beings who have the ignorance and presumption to say, there is no God. Those who are so bound by their self-created darkness that they destroy the very symbols on earth of what is good, true, uplifting, and enlightening, must, because of the very darkness of their own minds, be prevented from creating any further discord upon this planet, and from influencing others by their own mistaken concepts of life. Whatever and whoever denies God, the source of all life and light, can only exist as long as the energy which they have already received can sustain them, because the moment an individual, group, or nation denies the very source of life, that instant the inflowing stream of life energy is cut off, and it can only continue to function until the force which has already been accumulated becomes exhausted. The collapse and self-annihilation of these is inevitable. Denial of life and light cuts off the sustaining energy, while acknowledgement of life and light releases it and lets it flow through the body and mind that makes the acknowledgement. The great law governing all form, or the law of cause and effect, tolerates man's iniquity to man only so long. When that iniquity is directed to the Godhead or source of life, retribution is swift and certain. There is an automatic purifying and balancing process within all life, and when any outer activity opposes itself to the cosmic law of forward motion and ever-expanding perfection, which is always pressing from within outward, then the hour arrives when all opposition is swept aside and annihilated by the onward moving impulse within life itself. When those ruling a nation turn from God, destroying all that calls attention to the light of Christ, it means the end of that government and group is close at hand, because it causes a certain cosmic activity to be released upon the planet which sweeps them out of existence. The human intellect acquires many peculiar kinks in its thinking, and one of the most disastrous of these is the activity of human consciousness that refuses or forgets to love and thank life, the mighty I Am Presence, for the blessings life is constantly bestowing upon mankind and this earth. The average human being lives life after life without once loving or thanking his own mighty I Am Presence for the energy which flows ceaselessly through his mind and body, for the substance he uses in his body and world, or for the hundreds of good things by which he is constantly surrounded, which he uses and enjoys, and yet gives nothing of himself in return. Many people carry a feeling of personal grudge against life, blaming it for their suffering and failures, when even a very small amount of gratitude and love poured out to the I Am Presence within each human heart would transmute every discord into peace and love, releasing the perfection of life into the outer activity of the individual. Human beings find plenty of time to love dogs and cats, food, clothes, money, diamonds, people, and 1,001 things. But it is very rarely that an individual takes even 5 minutes out of a lifetime to love his own divinity. Yet he is using every second its life and energy by which to enjoy those things. Even those who think they love God give almost no acknowledgement to the mighty I Am Presence within themselves, and no gratitude goes up to it for the good things that come to them in life. It is not that we should not pour out love to things in the outer activity, but we should certainly love the divinity within first and more than any outer thing or personality. It is this very life and consciousness by which we exist. Happiness cannot exist except when love is pouring out. This is life's law. When people are loving something or somebody, they are happy. Even a miser is happy when he is loving his gold, because he is pouring out a feeling of love to the thing he tries to hold. What he is really trying to hold is happiness, but he does not realize that the feeling of happiness is not contained in the gold, but is in the pouring out of love from himself. In that outpouring, he lets life flow uninterruptedly and harmoniously. However, having received all good we ever used from the mighty I Am Presence which builds each physical body, the first and greatest outpouring of our love belongs always to our own individualized flame of God, the mighty consciousness of life within us, which enables us to acknowledge our own existence and source of all life when we say, I am. In those words is all of God, and nothing in human experience is really important, but all of God. When the individual accepts, acknowledges, and feels all of God, he is happy. He has all good, and then he lives in the Father's mansion. Is it possible for anything to be more important or greater than all of God? Only with the understanding and feeling of this can mankind break the chains of self-created limitations.
All right, and so now we're going to just lovely words. Honestly, Saint Germain has a way which is so wonderful for us. We're going to listen to Terry reading. This is wonderful information too for us.
Avoiding future distressing obligations. Another distressing factor in the environment into which the incoming soul is born is the selfishness and sense of irresponsibility of the fathers, particularly of the unwanted. That irresponsibility will require such a parent somewhere, someday, to take care of that same life stream again, perhaps the next time under very much more unhappy circumstances and in very great lack. Also, the life stream so cared for may be in very unpleasant conditions of mind and body. Individuals who have the care of invalids over long periods of years often wonder what caused this responsibility to fall upon them. Nearly always it is because in the past they were those who walked out on the responsibility of parenthood. Such individuals are bound to meet a karmic debt of retribution. So we now ask you to join your energies with ours in a call to make every man stand by his rightful obligations and become a kindly Saint Joseph, a guardian of the young. The group sings Love's Opportunity. We shall take up your energies so released and qualify them with that which will assist these gentlemen. As we are watching this activity from our realm today, the inner service for which you call is being rendered. These mothers-to-be, who are awake in their physical bodies at this time, are present with us in their holy Christ selves. Others whose physical bodies are asleep at this time are with us in their etheric bodies. As you sang this latest song, it is the first time this type of cooperative action between ascended and unascended beings has happened since the fall of man. The incoming life stream, which has been assigned to each set of parents, has kneeled before them, and both parents have placed their hands on the head of that soul, giving that one the benediction of opportunity. The beloved Venetian and the brothers of the pink ray are now giving to all these concerned an anointing of the divine feelings of harmony and balance. Here may I ask each one of you individually and silently to make the call to the Christ self of each of these life streams concerned, that the outer self shall remember this inner pledge. You see, when there is unity of feeling between parents and children, there can be built a much more perfect vehicle for the incoming child. And the group sings, "O Mary Dear." With such cooperation at inner levels, it would seem that the birth rate this year will increase even more than usual, because so many of those who would otherwise be denied a body through abortion, doubtless now will have the opportunity of having physical birth. Besides that, we also have the promise of a grant of 500,000 more perfect bodies. These are to be given to those taking birth this year who otherwise had better not known birth at all, because of the deformities of mind and body into which they would have had to have been born. Now we are having a very interesting experience in our realm this morning. The Master Paul, the Venetian, has asked the beloved Mahachohan to be present with us during these ceremonies, and the Mahachohan asks that your great petitions continue down into the four-footed kingdom, which has been so much neglected by the prayers and interest of mankind in general, and which must now be loved free. Do you realize just how many unwanted animals are born? For instance, how many stray cats there are in one city alone? The beloved Mahachohan asks that you remember that kingdom from now on. Many, many mothers in the animal kingdom cannot supply enough food to sustain their litters, and the beloved Mahachohan has applied to the group souls who govern the various departments of that kingdom, asking for the gradual decrease in the size of all litters. This is the beginning of the final removal of animals from the earth, for the necessity of elemental life to find the completion of its cycle in an animal form, without an erect backbone and a conscious thinking mind. God bless you for being a part of this release to them today. I feel that your intensity of love for the animal kingdom will increase as you realize that that form, through the use of the violet fire called forth for it by you, will much more speedily evolve into a more constructive expression of life and thereby know great release. Today, I bring you the full benediction of Helios and Vesta, Sanat Kumara, Lord Maitreya, all of the Elohim and archangels, all of the Chohans of the rays, and myself. I also bring you the extreme gratitude of the incoming souls whom you have blessed by your calls, as well as from the elemental kingdom. May the great God presence of your own life stream, anchored right within your beating heart, quickly make you know and feel the gratitude of the God free for such service as you have enabled us to render, especially here this morning. Whenever you wish to use and expand the activities of the third ray, divine love, whose qualities are adoration, magnetization, and gratitude to life, I am your servant. Thank you, and good morning.
Oh, lovely, and so beautifully read by beloved Terry. I was just thinking of the animals and what an amazing service they're actually rendering humanity at the moment. So many of them bringing so much comfort and love, or that heart-opening feeling. So there's always this opportunity for life, isn't it? It's just so wonderful. And now we have this opportunity for us to say these decrees for all those brothers and sisters that are caught in the psychic and astral realms, and to assist Saint Germain in the Violet Flame temples, which we know were established, loads of them apparently, in the astral realm, specifically for those ones that are leaving their physical bodies and don't know about their own presence and how to redeem their karma. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the Violet Flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. And now this is from beloved Lady Mercedes. It's the last of the ones we were reading from her, and as we know, it's she's the divine complement of the great divine director, who's Lord Sethru. And she says, as cosmic mother of the seventh root race, I appeal to you to be the protectors of all children presently in embodiment. That protection is not only of a physical nature, but protection from the inroads of negativity ready to seek entry into their feeling worlds. Protection is of prime importance, particularly guarding their outer vehicle up to and even after maturity. Among the younger generation, there are many, many who are highly evolved beings. They are the target of many of the avenues of the sinister force who are eagerly waiting to make their inroads into their consciousness. I implore you to keep up your calls to the violet fire, your calls for their protection. I welcome your calls at any and all times. Since the cosmic law demands a certain amount of energy from those on earth to balance any release from the heavenly realms, it is important that you give us all the assistance that you can with additional calls. I shall amplify all your calls with the love of my being. Beloved ones, thank you for your attention and to my plea, and now feel a mantle of violet fire enfolding you in its protecting love as the angels of my legions go forth to protect not only the children, but all who are abiding upon the earth at this time. I thank you, Mercedes, I don't know, depends how you say it. God bless you and thank you for your wonderful instructions we've had. All right, this is absolutely lovely. I can't remember who sent it through, but somebody sent it through. It's in Indonesia and it's about this beautiful whale. You might have seen it already, but it's just lovely.
Have you heard about the whale that has befriended a group of children in the Indonesia part of the Asia, and they are so close now? You can see here in this videographer ridge. They said that 3 months ago they were out hooting and hollering, having a good time in the ocean, and the whale swam up to them, and they got super scared, and they started swimming as fast as they could to shore. And then one of the boys noticed a glimmering object on the side of the whale's mouth, and when they looked closer, it was a massive fishing hook. Someone was trying to catch the whale with a lure, and so they were able to get it out. And after that, they said the whale will not leave the coastline where these children live, and so they wake up every morning and they go out and they play with it and give it company. On the school days, they've got to go to school first and do their schoolwork, but as soon as they get home, they go out there, and they've nicknamed the whale Budi, Budi, and they said that the bond between human and animal here is just like an energy that people have never seen before.
It's just such a lovely heart-opening story, and there's so many wonderful stories around at the moment. So now we say our decree for the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. We say together, beloved divine presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. How wonderful we've had this opportunity for so long to say that lovely decree. And now we are going to read from Great Archangel Uriel, holding the peace within, because there's sort of a theme of peace this today. And so Jesus could not have walked up the hill of crucifixion had he lost his feeling of peace, had he allowed the hysteria of the mob and even of his own followers to frighten or affect him in any way. He could not have manifested the mastery on Golgotha's hill, nor the resurrection of his outer form on Easter morning, nor the victory of his public ascension later, had he lost his peace even for one moment. Both Mary and John gave him great assistance, of course, but he had to hold that peace within himself, peace in his emotions, mind, etheric body, and even in his flesh. If one has done it, all can do it. What he has done, you can do also. You too have a cosmic name, a cosmic mission, a cosmic purpose of accomplishment, and that is in the efficacy of learning the control of the vibratory action of the God energy or God life. Think you that if we, who were among those drawn forth in Galilee to render that service, had not had control of all of the energies of those around us, those who sought to destroy the plan of perfection, those who desired through temptations, which you will never meet, to stir the energies of my feeling worlds or my thoughts, my etheric consciousness or my flesh form, you are required to do as much. If you are constantly bombarded by, and you will be, if you so allowed, not only trapped thoughts and feelings, words and actions, but projected ones, and you have not a positive aura which moves more rapidly than that which is directed toward you, it shall become a part of you, because like becomes like. Which do you wish to be, a god or a goddess, or again, after ages, a human being bent with the frailties which come through the acceptance of human nature? So there we have a little words. We've got to learn to hold the peace at all time. We all get tested all the time, and I know we do. All right, we've got this now. This is the wonderful, beautiful song, and Yeah, it was actually Morel that originally sent through the first one. Now we got this beautiful one. And I believe it was actually, composed by that beloved Buddha for Loka.
Morning light on quiet roads, footsteps off, the world awake. No banners raised, no words proclaimed, just breath and faith in every step they take. Beside the monks in mindful pace, a small brown dog with trusting eyes. No map but love, no aim but peace, walking where the suffering lies. He does not ask who you believe or where your wounded story began. If you kneel, he'll sit beside you, a silent friend, not beast nor man. Where a local walks, the heart slows down, anger loosens, fear unwinds. Streets become a moving prayer for restless souls and hurried minds. Where a local walks, hope appears, not loud, not proud, but deeply true. A reminder we were born for love, and peace is something we can do. Across the towns, across the fields, people stop, their eyes grow wet. Some remember kindness lost, some forgive what they regret. Children smile, elders bow, strangers fold their hands in grace, all because a gentle dog carried peace upon his face. Where a local walks, the heart slows down, anger loosens, fear unwinds. Streets become a moving prayer for restless souls and hurried minds. Where a local walks, hope appears, not loud, not proud, but deeply true. A reminder we were born for love, and peace is something we can do. He owns nothing, yet gives us all. No fear of loss, no need to strive. He walks as if the earth itself is teaching us how to be alive. Not above us, not below, just beside, paw next to feet. In every step, a quiet vow, all beings wish to live in peace. Step by step, breath by breath, no enemy, no excess. Walking gently, loving slow, this is all we need to know. Where a local walks, the world remembers what it forgot in louder days. That peace is not a distant dream, but chosen in 1,000 ways. From dusty roads to marble halls, from silent tears to open eyes. Where a local walks, love lives, and even pain learns how to rise. No crown, no name, no promised land, just a heart shaped perfectly. If peace ever had 4 small paws, it would walk exactly like he.
I just love that. And it's quite interesting because I refer to him as a Buddha. And, we're told by the Ascended Masters that many Buddhas will be born on the earth now, highly evolved beings. And it just slipped out. It was so interesting. And because the Buddhas are actually bringing the higher knowledge, as we know, into the slower realm in a manner in which the people can understand. That's the office of Buddhas. So it's so interesting. But anyway, now we've got, I just love it. I just think of all the millions, probably billions now, that are actually, have followed these journeys of these monks, and how heart-opening it has been. It's just, I'm sure, absolutely phenomenal, the energy that's been caused by that. So just truly, God bless them all. And now we've got John. Thank you so much, beloved John.
Good evening, all. Thank you, beloved Auntie, for again this wonderful teaching in today's class. How truly blessed are we to have access to this knowledge and these awe-inspiring messages and teachings. Beloved Mighty and Prince, we call you to take command of us all. Produce your mighty perfection throughout our decrees and our decree service. Beloved Ascended Masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. We call for you to charge your mighty power. Give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined the Zoom class, for all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, Mighty I am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved Mighty I am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. And we just take a few moments, we visualize our tube of light from our beloved Mighty I am Presence, coming down from above, anchoring 3 feet beneath us, covering our 4 lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. See that brilliant blue and crystal light, that light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection. Around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty and presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to beloved Lady Master Guan Yin, and we ask that you fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. Blaze, blaze, blaze in, through, and around us, our loved ones, and all mankind, the most intensified action of the violet fire ever. Purify and transmute forever all energy ever misqualified by us back to the beginning of time, setting all life free we have ever harmed. We feel that great gratitude for this great blessing to all mankind, this gift of the law of forgiveness. Beloved mighty and presence, keep us, our loved ones, and all life on our sweet earth forever sealed in a mighty pillar of cosmic violet fire. Beloved mighty and presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world, here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty and presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with the ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulse of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love and power of our beloved mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim, beloved mighty victories, victory now manifest in our world and experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3x3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us focus on the beloved love star radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, We bless and thank you and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual stars, our individual love stars, and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you deeply for this. We thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked, all those who constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed healers. May each and every one of you be abundantly blessed by our beloved I Am.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved John. And I'll begin to let's see what's just thinking who might like to read the closing invocation. I got Donna. Are you there?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Closing invocation. Before ending the session, we all say with mics muted, Beloved I Am Presence and beloved Master Cthulhu, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved Presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Donna. And let's just have a moment truly of deep gratitude for these wonderful teachings, for our opportunity to serve through our beloved I'm Presence with the Ascended Masters, and truly for our beautiful, wonderful world. Thank you, everybody.